What's going on out there in YouTube land? Man of the land trucking. Check it in, give y'all another brief update of what's going on with me. And then we're gonna jump into the video. But basically what's been going on with me is I'm back in Missouri. It's September the 2nd, 2016. And on September the 1st, 2016, I trifecta. Passed my CDL test, first try, flying colors, hey, passed out. And basically, that's basically what's been going on. My trainer ended up buying me a sleeping bag. I've been using sheets and stuff in the bed. He went and bought me a sleeping bag because, of course, it's about to get cold, so we're going to be going through mountains and all that other stuff. So basically for me, trifecta, he bought me a sleeping bag, my full-size pillow, because y'all know I had the little travel-size pillow. Took me out to eat. Well, I could have went anywhere I wanted to go, but decided to eat at the Millennium Building. So bought me some food and basically let me see the inside of a lightweight international, a lightweight Freightliner, and the Conda Freightliner. So I seen the difference with all those or whatever. So yeah, that's basically what's going on with me. So yeah, guys, I got an extra $250 for testing out on the first try, getting everything on the first try. So yeah, that's an extra $250. And of course, my trainer got the $875, so I know he was happy. So him buying the sleeping bag and taking me out to eat and stuff, that was peanuts. So basically, I'm gonna get in to what goes on whenever you actually go to test out for your CDL. Of course, I'm gonna give y'all a few pointers and stuff. Not necessarily with the actual testing out. Some of it may help you out or whatever, just by you knowing what's gonna happen. But the other pointers I'm gonna give you basically gonna be like stuff on the road. So basically whenever you go to test out that morning, you have to leave campus in and you have to be to the Millennium Building at 6:30. The first shuttle doesn't run to 6. Some people I know, trainer actually took them over there, like came over here and picked them up and took them over there, so they was there early. They got the chance to eat breakfast and all that other stuff. In my case, I didn't. I went over there. I took the shuttle. This is where we're gonna leave it at. I took the shuttle and got over there. Of course, I didn't really have time to eat breakfast or whatever, so went straight in the room. And if you can, this is my advice: sit towards the front. There's gonna be a table with the chairs facing all the other tables. You can't sit at that table because that's where the instructor's gonna sit at, where the testers or whatever. But sit at the tables facing that table. My advice is sit at the first couple of tables and sit on the ends. The reason being is because they're gonna call people up one at a time. They're basically gonna say, anybody ready to sign up, come up here. If you're sitting on the end and you're sitting at the first couple of tables, you can go ahead and sign up and get up out of there faster. One of the guys can give a little speech. After you get finished giving the speech, if you finish signing up, you can go ahead and leave. So if you sit at the end, go ahead and get out there fast. You can go ahead and sign up and get out. I especially tell the ones that got a last name start with the first couple letters of the alphabet to go ahead and sit on the end so you can get up there fast. My last name start with the first few letters of the alphabet, like the first couple. My last name starts with one of those letters. So I sit on the end that I can go ahead and get up there signed up and I can get out to the pad fast as possible. Go ahead and hook the truck up to a trailer and we'll be ready. They're gonna go over the in-cab inspection in that meeting. They basically gonna tell you, if you forget the in-cab inspection, that's an automatic fail. Impeding traffic is an automatic fail. If you let your trailer go over into another lane or do anything crazy where you can kill somebody or you slowing traffic down or you're not testing your brakes, which can kill somebody, it's an automatic fail. So they basically went over the brake thing or whatever, so you should have no reason not to do it. From what I've been told, that's the number one reason besides impeding traffic for people to fail the driving portion of the test. So go ahead and do that. When I got down there, me and my trainer hooked up to a trailer. My last name is fairly high up there on the list, so I was the very first person to test. Kind of sucked because I didn't get to really watch other people test, but I had did it the day before, so I did watch other people test the day before. So I was the first one to actually test that day. So the test is in 3 portions. You would do your pre-trip, a backing test, and then your driving test. The pre-trip, all pre-trip will consist of the Copeland area, your lights, and your in-cab inspection. I will make a video on the pre-trip. I'm gonna read every word off the sheet they give you to study for, which I know it because I passed. But I'm gonna use the sheet that way I'll make sure I don't forget nothing. I should be able to shoot all the portions except for the in-cab inspection. Whenever I get ready to do TNT, I'll try to do the in-cab inspection for the ones that's coming to prime, so you can go ahead and kind of go over that. It's not hard, but whenever you look at the paper and see how much it is, you're gonna think it's a lot, but it's not hard. A lot of it's repetitive. But anyway, with the pre-trip, you're gonna do your lights, your coupling area, and your in-cab inspection, where your air brake test is part of the in-cab inspection. So you got to do it so it won't be auto fail. Next, with your backing maneuvers, everybody would do a straight line back, one of the offsets either to the left or to the right, and then after that you got to look at the draw, whether it was a alley dot, a parallel dot to your driver's side or your passenger side or your blind side, whatever you want to call it. And then if you pass that, the last portion of the test will be your driving portion of the test. Now we're gonna jump back and go to me. With mines, I did a pre-trip. My pre-trip consists of the coupling area, which I told you everybody had to do, the light area, which everybody had to do, and your in-cab inspection, which everyone has to do. The extra portion that I had to do, which everybody gonna have to do another portion, mine was the driver door fuel area. Some people may get the trailer. You may get the bad end of the stick and have to do the whole pre-trip. That is a possibility, so that's why you want to study the whole pre-trip. I got the driver door fuel area, did my pre-trip or whatever. With each portion of the pre-trip, so say start with the lighting area, he gonna say, okay, do your lights or whatever. You would go ahead and do the area, and then you would say, Mr. Zimmer, I'm done with my lighting section. Next, if you got the coupling, well, I had the driver door area, so I would start with the driver door fuel area. I would do it. After I got finished with it, Mr. Zimmer, I'm done, so on and so forth. Y'all not dumb. We all smart. So, yeah, that's what would happen with that. After you get finished with that, the examiner would basically tell you whether you passed or failed. If you passed, you would go to the next portion of the test, which I passed, obviously. So the next portion of the test was the back-end procedure. With the back-end procedure, the examiner would explain to you what you about to do. He would say, okay, you finna do the straight line back, which everyone has to do. So you about to do the straight line back. He would explain it to you, and then after that, he would pull out a clipboard and show you a picture of what he wants you to do. After that, he would ask you if you have any questions. No, get in the truck, go do it. After you would get finished with it, he would tell you whether to keep backing up or pull forward or whatever after that, but you listen to him, he would tell you what to do. After you end up pulling forward into a certain position, he'll tell you to stop, you would get back out the truck, and he would tell you the next procedure, which should be an offset, because everybody has to do offsets too. My offset was to the right, so I went from the center lane to the right lane. So after I got finished doing my offset, the next portion, I had to, get in the box or whatever. The next portion I had to do was the blindside parallel, which is my favorite one. I was hoping I was gonna get it. Now, prior to this point, I hadn't missed any points. And like I said, thank God I got the blindside parallel. It was my favorite one. I was happy that I got it. And of course, I missed 2 points on that. I was trying to get it in perfect or whatever. Like I said, I'm the first one to go. People sitting in their truck and stuff and watching you. I'm trying to make sure my jump looked perfect. Backed up too far. I was trying to get my trailer, my truck, like completely straight. Backed up a little bit too far. My mud flap went over the line. With the test, nothing can hang over the lines except for your mirrors. So yeah, my mud flap was over the line. So I got 2 points for that. Simple fix. I just turned my wheel completely to the right, pull forward, and then since I'm somewhat a perfectionist when it comes to the driving thing, I straightened my trailer out and all the other stuff or whatever, and that was the end of that. Also, with all the procedures, make sure that your wheels must be in back in a straight position. They can't be turned like to the left or to the right. They need to be back straight. You need to put the parking brake on, and you need to hit your air horn. Listen to your instructor. Your examiner or whatever. He may tell you to hit city horn, but from what I was listening and hearing, most of them say hit your air horn. And if you pass that portion of the driving test, I mean the backing test, the next thing will be your driving test. At that point, your examiner, your instructor's gonna be in a little shed. They can't be out there on the pad or nothing, cause of course they can't be giving you like hand signals on when to turn and stuff like that. So at that point, you would get out the truck. You and the examiner will start walking towards the building or whatever, and he'll tell you that your trainer's gonna come out and help you slide your tandems. Your trainer come out, help you slide your tandems. They usually slide them all the way to the very front. The reason being it'll help you turn on the road. They try to make the test easy as possible so you can pass. So it will help you turn on the road. Me and my instructor pulled the tandems all the way to the front, and then after that I went on the road test. It wasn't none of it was as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I wasn't nervous at all. My instructor asked me was I nervous. I told him no. Guys, don't be nervous. For the whole 2 weeks or however long you've been out, you've been preparing to pass this test. You should have your pre-trip down already. By this point, you're gonna be working on your back and stuff the whole time, so you are prepared to pass this test. You already been out on the road 2 weeks to driving with a load. So whenever you come back to do the driving portion, you have an empty trailer. It's a whole lot easier to shift gears with an empty trailer opposed to shifting with a 40,000 pound load on it. So, yeah. So I wasn't really nervous. Like I said, I was prepared to take the test or whatever. I knew I was prepared to take it. I had all confidence that I was gonna pass it. And another thing that made it, if I would have been afraid or nervous about the test, y'all guys know about my finger, right? So prior to me starting the examination, well, no, I lied. I'm sorry, guys, forgive me for that. Whenever I was doing the Copeland area, no, the fuel door area, the examiner noticed that my finger was cut, my thumb was cut. So after I got done with it, he said, what happened to your thumb? So I told him the story, and I kind of, went through it kind of fast, cause I'm like, we're taking this test. So I tell him the story or whatever, and then he tell me his finger was cut too, his index finger. So he proceeds to tell me the story about what happened. If I would have been nervous, but prior to that point, it would have calmed me down a whole lot. I felt like we was friends. Like we sat there and talked for like 10 minutes. I'm not sure if anybody else was wondering like, what they talking about, like did he fail or whatever, but yeah, we was talking about my finger being cut and him cutting his finger. But yeah, so it's designed for you to pass, guys. Do not be scared about whether you're gonna fail it or pass it or not. It's designed for you to pass. You're prepared to pass it, so just have confidence. If you do what you're supposed to do about on the road driving and backing and stuff like that, and knowing your pre-trip, you will pass it. So don't be scared. I was worried about it the night before. I went over my pre-trip and I stayed up to like 2 o'clock that morning going over my pre-trip, and I actually slept in the day because I did it. But yeah, don't be nervous or nothing. You prepare for it. My roommate take his tomorrow, and I got 100% confidence that he's gonna pass it, and he's a little nervous. He's basically in the same boat I was in the day before. I wasn't really nervous. I just wanted to make sure I knew everything. Well, he's more nervous. But anyway, yeah, so that's the end of that. I'm gonna basically combine both of these together, what I did and what you guys need to know. But basically after that, after you pass or whatever, you're gonna go in this building, they're gonna sign a piece of paper basically saying that you passed or whatever. You got to take that paper to the basement of the Millennium Building. After that, the lady's gonna give you a sheet of paper that has a checklist of all the things you need to do before you come back to her to actually get hired with the company. So she gave me the piece of paper, and me and my trainer went and completed all these things together. So the first thing you have to do is go to driver lineup and get a new ComData card. It's basically gonna have the same picture as the old ComData card, and I'm gonna show y'all the differences in a second. And then after you get the ComData card, they got a phone on the wall. You have to call the phone. It got a phone on the wall with a number on it. You go pick the phone up, make this phone call, and it'll tell you to say certain little stuff or whatever, and then they activate the card. Now, I'm gonna show y'all the difference between the ComData card that you get at the end of PSD. I mean, the end whenever you first transfer into the PSD program, and then I'm gonna show you the card that you get after you actually get your CDL. So let me see how I'm gonna work this. This is the card, the ComData card that you get whenever you finish when you first go into your PSD program. So this is after you pass your CDL, and everybody else got sent home because y'all guys gonna be here because y'all got all the information from me, right? So yeah, y'all gonna be here. So this will be the card that you get. You see at the bottom it says student driver, my ugly picture and all the other stuff. It got a green ring around it. Y'all see the green ring? Oh yeah. All right. So that's the card you would get. I'm trying to block out my information, so that's why I got that black card up. There's actually my room, key to my room. After you pass and get your CDL, this is the new card that you would get. You see the little gold trim around it? Y'all see my ugly picture? But the gold trim around it, so that's the difference. And also too, if you notice, it don't say student driver at the bottom anymore. So that one's gold. And that's the green one. Sorry guys, I had some young ladies walk by, and I want to make sure y'all hear all this information. So anyway, yeah. So also to make sure that you have all your information. Like, remember I was telling you about getting the zip up folder and all that other stuff. Make sure you have all your information as far as like your CDL permit, the paperwork, your medical papers, saying that you was approved for your medical stuff, your license, your Missouri license. You should have that by this point. Your birth certificate, have all that paperwork with you, cause y'all guys gonna try fit, right? So take all that stuff with you, so immediately after that you can go ahead and start working on this stuff. Cause for certain portions you need certain paperwork, and you can't get the stuff if you don't have the paperwork. All right, so let's go on. Then after that, you go to the TWIC office to get your TWIC card. Now I didn't know this, and they didn't have it on the piece of paper. If I'd have known this ahead of time, I would have handled it a little bit different. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. The TWIC card costs $128. I didn't know this. I only brought like $150 with me. If I had known this, and I left my debit card that morning because I was trying to rush, and I left my debit card. I don't even know if they take debit cards, but I left my debit card. If I had known this prior to that, I would have took out the $128 and brought it with me, but I didn't do it. The good thing about it is they don't expect you to pay the $128. And before y'all get happy and say, oh, it's free. No, it's not free. They'll pay the Prime actually pay the $128 for you, and then they would take it out of your check $64 at a time. So basically they would take it out two checks. $64 out of one check, $64 out of another check. If I had known this prior to going there, I would have had the $128 with me, but I didn't know. And I looked through all the paperwork to see if they had it on there. They do not have it on there. So Land Trucking is getting the inside scoop because it's not on any of the paperwork. So y'all guys should know this. If you got the money and want to go ahead and pay it and do it, if not, you don't have the money, don't worry about it because you ain't got to pay that part. They'll take it out your check. You go get $250 extra, right? So let them take it out. Cause we all gonna try to filter. Okay, next. You go to the DMV to actually get your commercial license. Well, you won't get it, but they'll mail it to you. But anyway, you're gonna go out there and sign up the paperwork to get it and take your picture and everything. That costs $70, and you have to pay for that. I'm gonna repeat. When you go to the DMV to sign up for your get your commercial license, they will mail it to you, and it costs $70, and you will have to pay for it. Prime will not pay for that. You're gonna have to pay for it. So yeah, I had that $70 on you. After that, your trainer should take you to the post office to get your passport card. It's not a full passport. So don't think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Prime and get a full passport, and I can go to Tokyo and Japan. Y'all know what I mean. But I can go to Japan, and I can go to Europe and Asia and all this other stuff. Like, no. It's a card. So you only can go to Mexico and Canada where they can run freight at. So yeah. But the passport is $71.25, so $71.25. Prime does not pay for that, so I had the $71.25 with you. I'm gonna repeat it again. Prime does not pay for it, so I have the $71.25 for your passport card. After that, you're basically done, guys. You head back to the Millennium. You'll go back down to the with that paper that they give you to go around and go make sure you do all this stuff. Certain places have to initial off that you actually did it. So make sure you remember to get that stuff initialed off. Your trainer should tell you that, but if you get a new trainer, he may not know that. So make sure you get that stuff initialed. Because if not, you're going to have to go back and get the stuff initialed. But anyway, after that, you go back to the basement where you originally started from. You go back down there. They basically give you your benefits package. We basically can go through and start looking at what insurance you want to get. Also, too, they would give you some paperwork where it's on the computer. You have to go to the computer and fill out basically your last couple documents or whatever. After that, they give you the speech about you being hired on the prime and how beautiful a company is and how you're gonna love it and all this other stuff. And then you're good to go. And with that paperwork that you had, that you were supposed to get initialed off on, you actually can take it to the prime store and you get a hat with the thing. I actually wanted a camouflage hat. They do got a little bit of camouflage in it. Y'all know I'm a camo addict. Like you see my shirt camo, and of course the famous hat is camo. But yeah, I actually wanted a camouflage hat, but they didn't have any left. And they ain't really. It's a Realtree hat, guys. So if you country, it's a Realtree hat. So I don't know what kind of deal they got going on with Realtree to make their hats for them, or if they just buy the hats and get them embroidered or what. But yeah, it's a Realtree hat. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I trifected it out. Thank all of y'all that prayed for me, that left good comments and all the other stuff. I appreciate it. Y'all helped me out. Yeah, appreciate y'all. All right, so this is a couple of more tips I want to give you guys. Like I told you, my trainer was a real good trainer, and of course I met with other trainers or whatever. So this is a book I suggest you guys buy. It's the Pocket Truck Stop Guide. Find your next stop in seconds. And basically what it is, it got all the truck stops in every state. You can look it up by what roads you're on. It'll tell you like how far the one truck stop is from the next and everything. So basically, if you're out on the road, like most of us probably gonna be new drivers. If you're trying to figure out where the next truck stop is or how far you are from a truck stop, this will help you, and you'll know whether you can make it there on your clock. So also too, if you go to a truck stop and it's filled up and you need to go to another one, you'll know how far away it is. So yeah, that'll help you kind of do your pre-trip. And the next one is a big daddy. It's the Large Scale Motor Carrier Road Atlas, Rand McNally. Mine is the laminated pages, large maps. I suggest to get, if you can't get the one that we got laminated pages, at least get the large maps. The difference is with the other one, it's gonna have the map on like 2 different pages. With this one, on the other one, it's gonna have the smaller version. It's gonna have the maps on 1 page. Where with this one, it'll have like each section, like West Colorado, instead of being on 1 page, and you know, especially if we got bad vision or something, instead of being on 1 page like this, instead of just being on that page, it's actually on 2 pages. So that's with the large print. And also too, if you get the laminated version, because I know a lot of us plan on being in trucking in a while, I'll tell y'all my game plan later on. I don't plan on making a career out of this, but I kind of like it, so we're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, if you get the laminated version, of course it should last a little bit longer than if you got the paper version or whatever. So that's why I chose to get the laminated version. It says that it's $125. Y'all see I got it from the TA. You can buy it from a TA or a Petro. I got mine from the TA. It said $125 on there. It actually was $65 and some change. I went to the Prime Ink store to see if they had any. They had them, but they weren't laminated. So Prime Ink store does have them. They're not laminated, and I think it was the small version too. I can't quite remember, so don't quote me on that. But yeah. And guys, that's basically it. I'm gonna try to shoot a video later on, like I told you, with the outside inspection of the truck and everything. I probably won't be able to do an in-cab inspection until I get into the TNT portion, so y'all can go ahead and get prepared for that. But yeah, so I'll try to shoot that. Also too, since the last video I made, I was saying about, appreciate the positivity and the love and everything. I done had, as far as I know of, because I haven't really been checking my account lately with me doing all this stuff. I got somebody I need to call back. I'm pretty sure you're gonna watch the video, but yeah, I'm gonna call you. But I had somebody leave a negative comment, and I did respond back to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know, for the people that leave negative comments, I'm not gonna respond back to them no more. I had a little talk with the father, and I basically came to the conclusion that talking to snakes is what got Eve in trouble. So If you leave negative comments and stuff, I'm not gonna even acknowledge it from now on. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Straight to as y'all can tell, I'm just straight to the point, no chase or nothing like that. The person, if you watching this, yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm just gonna be straight to the point or whatever. I'm not gonna respond no more. You can say whatever you want to say or whatever. I appreciate the view. Thank you. Other than that, I'm gonna try to end on a positive note. So as y'all know, Man of the Land Trucking, all gas, no breaks, no days off. I appreciate all the love and kind comments I've been getting from most of you guys. I appreciate that. Like I said, I thank y'all for the views. If y'all like this, please like and subscribe. Leave comments, questions that you got, please ask. And let me tell y'all this story. LaShawn, the guy from Prime Inc. If y'all watch Prime Inc. videos, you probably seen him. It's the light-skinned guy that drive. He used to have the crazy colored truck, and then he ended up getting he got a Carolina Panthers truck now. They had a truck and rodeo today. He was actually in it. I got a video of it. It's not that great. I wasn't planning on posting it. I did have the intentions of posting it. It wasn't that great. But if y'all want to see it, I will put it up. But it was nice for me to actually sit there and watch it. But after about an hour, it wasn't really that much to it. But he was actually in the rodeo. Did fairly well from what I seen. But yeah, I actually met him today. So yeah, I think his name of his channel is On Point Trucking Concepts. I may be off, but yeah. I actually met him today and told him or whatever, and told him that I watch him on YouTube, and I appreciate it or whatever. But yeah, guys, anyway, leave a comment, subscribe, like, and if you like it or whatever, feel free to subscribe to the video. And as I always say, I don't know none of y'all. Well, I know a few of y'all names, but y'all still don't know my name. And Man of the Land Trucking, we'll pray for y'all. So I hope that y'all pray for me. Keep me in your prayers and your thoughts. Man of the Land Trucking is out.